Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are slowly clearing our way through Prethoryn space. I'd like to move faster. Unfortunately, with our influence, we just can't. It is what it is. So we're going to move through as quickly as we can. And, oh, we're on normal speed. It would help if we moved up to fastest speed. There we go. And we're waiting right now for this bombardment to finish up. And we want to have as much influence as we can, right, before that happens. So we pulled our ships back over this way because we didn't have enough influence to guarantee that we would get Baltris. So we're waiting on that right now. We have the influence at this moment, but there's no reason to rush it. So I think that's completely fine. We are not going to do any sort of... What was that? That was a huge lag spike. Okay. Well, I don't see any major things happening, so sure, I guess it's just a Stellaris thing. For now, we're going to resettle this guy out over... How about onto this mining world? I did that wrong. We need to be on this side. How about over onto this mining world? There we go. That sounds good. What else do we have over here? I'm just going to go through this quickly with the game paused so that we don't have just massive amounts of lag. And we're going to go into this forge world. I definitely want to get this heritage site going. What else do we have here? Just want to be real quick. Okay, looks good. Fantastic. So this bombardment will be done, actually, basically now.
Scientific breakthrough.
We're at 99%. 99.9, and boom. Okay, we're gonna grab Baltris. Fantastic. So we just finished cell revitalization. That sounds good. Okay, so we're low right now on influence, to absolutely no one's surprise. Grabbing Zolman would be useful. And Yelbarasta. But there's a lot of territory down over here that we need to grab. This stuff over here we're probably not going to get, is my guess. I'm guessing the AI is going to grab that. We'll see. We'll see how much of this we end up getting. I definitely want to grab everything over here. Cool. We can build our mining stations in Shimnal. And from there, we're going to head over to Zandabar, and we're just going to chill there for the moment. We can... Oh, we're already building that mining station. Okay, that sounds good. We can terraform down over here. Cool. So this is held by the Great Zadran Mandate. Zimpok, if I recall correctly, has grounded territory that we are not able to get without going to war. Yes, that is correct. So Zimpok is right out.
Complete.
So this is the furthest we're going to push over here. Huawei is complete for the moment. Let's grab our mining and research stations there and head into Abriri.
Construction complete.
Cool. And then we'll head down to Otteron. We are severely limited by our influence in what we can grab over here. Severely limited. So the AI is pushing down over this direction. There's, kaboom, I guess, at some point.
Construction complete.
So there's this black hole over here. We definitely need to build our mining stations in Baltris, and we'll terraform this, of course, over to a continental world. There we go. We've got a month tick here, so a bit of lag. To be expected. Ah, commonality of Azan's Crucible is out over here. They're probably already constructing this. Yes. So we are not going to get this territory. We're going to head up to Latirin. That does save us some influence from what we have earmarked for all of this, right? So in some ways, that's not a bad thing. There's still a Prethoryn fleet out over here, and it's winning. Okay, sure. Seems reasonably fine.
Targeting one of our stations. Scientific
I think that's this construction ship.
Achieved.
No problem there, I'm willing to bet. Abaddon's Domain, huh? They popped back through this L gate. Out of curiosity, if they went through the L gate, the Uvzant took terminal egress.
Incoming transmission.
Uh-huh. Well, that's awkward. We'll be fighting the Uvzant soon enough, and we'll relieve them of that, for sure. For right now, we do actually have enough to grab a system. I think we're going to head over to Marquez and grab that. Cool. Like I said, this stuff over here we're probably not going to get our hands on. But it's okay. We did just max out our alloys. Let's sell off a bunch of those. We want to push down over this way, and realistically, we could send these guys directly over here to chase these guys back down. Now they're jump driving away.
Construction complete.
We're at 16 influence right now. Okay, noted. For now, we're just going to sit here at this gateway. So just sit at the gateway. There you go. I want to see where these guys are going. What is their plan? We'll see. We did get some pops migrating. Cool.
Construction complete.
Or I guess I should say some refugees. At this point, we have our constructions over here finishing up. We're going to be moving in over this way. Let's move over to Yadruk. Are they bombarding here? They actually are. Okay, noted. That's fine. So Yelbarasta is still contested. Okay. I think they're moving to attack Travel. We're going to move up to Namron's jump point.
Construction
That'll be fine.
complete.
And we have definitely grabbed a lot of territory out of this. But more importantly, even if they get this territory back, these worlds are barren. They have to start from scratch on them. That's huge. We didn't lose a single world. These guys did. They lost a lot. And we're gaining a lot of territory from them. So we're going to move in and start bombarding over here. I do want to get that moving a little bit faster. We do have refugees coming in that are fleeing from the Uvzant autocracy. What are they doing? They're still fighting the Han Reconquerors. Okay. That's reasonably fine for now. Cool. So, we're going to grab this territory as soon as we can. That is our next goal. For now, I'm not too concerned about Abaddon's domain. That's kind of irrelevant to us. We need 2 more month ticks to get the influence for Zandaban. Okay. And we're chilling in Ocheron right now as well. I'd like to grab both Ocheron and Runa. We're not going to get anything else over here for the moment. But we have a big deficit of influence that we need to pay. So we're going to take these guys over to Huawei.
Construction complete.
And they're going to prepare to jump over and grab this location. The only remaining Prethoryn Scourge location over here. So it's going to be a little awkward, this connection over here. I think that's very clear with what we're seeing here right now. We definitely need to come out over here and grab Zandaban. So that's underway. Beautiful. Yelbarasta is still contested. We still have contested territory out over here. Where did this fleet that was here go? Unclear. But we're definitely seeing the commonality of Azan's Crucible claiming systems back over here. This is fully expected, and they're going to be far, far weakened, even with getting these systems back. They lost pops, they lost buildings, and at this stage of the game, it's really hard to get pops to grow. So this is very, very bad for them. And means that we're going to be able to break the stalemate at long last. So that's fantastic. We're continuing to run our edict to get as much influence as we can. And that's looking good. This out over here is all still Prethoryn Scourge, and we're going to take that when possible. Another refugee coming in here. I love it. We just need so much influence at this point. We spent it down real quick, and... Oh, we're maxed on alloys. Let's sell some of those off. We're going to be maxed on energy credits pretty soon. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll put those into, like, stocking up on some of these, like living metal or something. Honestly...
Construction complete.
Let's do it. Okay, so Zandaban is now done. We're going to build our mining station there. And as far as Yadrik goes, we are going to need this bombardment to finish. That's a 71%. So we're not delayed by our influence there at this moment. Yelbarasta needs to be taken over. There's territories up here that need to get dealt with. That, I think, needs to be the top priority, is getting all of this under our control. I think we go for Runa first. That should be fine. They're going into Ascension's End. Okay. That's all pretty yikes if they manage to grab this. The Uvzant may take some of this territory. This territory isn't hugely valuable. So if they do, it's not the end of the world. Again, we knew for a fact that we were never going to get all of this territory. But we've gotten a solid chunk of it. An extraordinarily solid chunk. I'm going to pull these guys back at this point. I don't want to continue bombardment. Because we're low on influence. We're always low on influence, and I want to push through here with our constructions. So, that's all fairly important. We're giving up on this territory. We may still be able to get this up here, or some of it. The AI is definitely pushing in, right? And there's only so much that we can grab.
Construction complete.
But we'll see. I'm going to send the Colorado out to Ascension's End. We're not necessarily going to grab it yet. Keep in mind, we've barely fought the Prethoryn Scourge. We've mostly allowed the AI to fight them and are continuing to do so. Like, if we look at the actual situation log, this was a deliberate choice. Our vessels have barely been touched by the Prethoryn Scourge. And the enemy vessels, the AI vessels, have been radically destroyed. Their economies have been ravaged. We're untouched. In fact, we're stronger for the Prethoryn Scourge. So I love it. It's absolutely great. It's lengthy, no doubt about that. But it's incredibly valuable for us.
Construction complete.
Cool. So we finished up in Runa. We're going to build our mining stations there. We're going to grab Yadrik first. So we're lacking 24 influence on that front. This is all unclaimed space out here right now. Yeah, they're up over here. I'm not shocked about that. This is kind of the most valuable system here. The Uvzant are going to be our primary opponents, right? Going forward. There's no doubt about that. We're likely to crush the Skenurians and Karelians next. Yes, we're very likely to do that after the Prethoryn have been dealt with. For now, we are focused entirely on getting as much of this Prethoryn territory as we can. So, I think at this point, I want to take this construction ship to here. I want to cut these guys off as best as we can.
Construction complete.
Okay. So this is looking good. This construction needs to be started. So we'll do that now. And after we're done with Runa, we'll move to Ocheron. We require additional influence. This is not shocking in the slightest. But the Uvzant are going to be people that we take on soon enough. Not quite yet, but soon. Yeah, they're fully equivalent to us at this point. So we definitely got caught up with them. There's no doubt about that. The Skenurians and Karelians are absolutely our next target. Remember, we have claims on every Skenurian system, as well as a bunch of Uvzant up here. So that'll all be great. And the real question is, Wage war to wrestle control of subjects that have pledged allegiance to us. And we have 72 claims. That's interesting. Who swore secret fealty to us? One of these. Irrelevant. Doesn't really matter. Okay. So, Tech's lesson has been terraformed. We're going to immediately begin colonizing that with Bizarro Ottomans. Fantastic. So this starbase is finishing up. Cool. We're at 45 influence right now. We need a lot more influence. So we're going to build this mining station. I want to take a construction ship that isn't doing anything right now, like this one, and for the moment, park it in Yelbarasta, and then another construction ship that isn't doing anything. And this one is building. What are you doing? Nothing. I want to park you in Abaddon's demise. Or rather, domain. There we go. There's stuff up here that we're not really able to grab. The Prethoryn don't have a lot of territory left. They're being taken out faster than they're being claimed. We can only claim so much. We're heavily limited by our influence. But we've gotten some of the most valuable up over this way and down here with those megastructures, or actually over here with the megastructures. We've gotten some of that by being the first on the scene. We're not going to get all of it, and that was never going to happen. So the next thing that we're going to do is... Right, we can't actually build that. That's going to be expensive, because it's not adjacent. We could build this starbase. I don't think that's a good plan. We could build this one, and I think that's a reasonable plan. The Prethoryn Scourge still have a couple of fleets out over here. And we're building these mining stations right now. We can activate the surveyor. The real question is, how much of this territory are we going to get, right? We've gotten enough at this point that I consider what we've done here to be very worthwhile. Extremely worthwhile. These guys should go park here for the moment.
The conquest of a new world has begun.
Okay, so they're grabbing Cap. This isn't a hugely valuable system for us. I'm not shocked about this. It's fine. We can give up Cap. We definitely want to continue to take territory up here, if we can. And we're making progress on that. So this is all looking good, right? We're very, very heavily limited by our influence. But we were first on the scene with a good amount of initial influence. And what that means is that we got a lot out of this. Like a whole lot of territory. It won't really start paying off for a while, but that's okay. This game is all about the long-term thinking. And remember, this is only the second out of 3 endgame crises. That's another thing to keep in mind. So once we're done here, we're going to head down to here. Looks good. And we just need to keep grabbing what territory we can. These guys will head down to Tuban. Okay, this fleet is going to be fighting in Subterraneous. They should win that, the Prethorans. So that should be okay. And I believe there was, after this month tick, yeah, there's this down here. The Prethorans should win this as well. No problem for the Prethoryn here. This is good. We like the Prethoryn winning. Because we're just quietly annexing systems in the background. This factory world does require a job. I suppose a fortress, since we are over our naval cap by a bit. That's not a terrible idea. This generator world requires an upgrade. This mining world, we can put in a heritage site, although it also requires housing. Let's max out the mining districts here. There we go. This generator world requires housing. I'll put in an industrial district for now. An upgrade for this mining world. This forge world. An industrial district will do. I don't necessarily love that. This forge world, an industrial district will do. That's decent for that world, but I'd love to put in a Ministry of Production. What else do we have? This research station a heritage site. Anything else? Okay, that all looks good. We are going to run out of unity eventually, so that is a concern. The next system that we want to grab is almost certainly this one, Ottoman. I feel like that's the most contested at this moment, so we'll go ahead and grab that one. Cool, we just finished up in Runa. I'm going to send these guys out over to Runa? I guess that's fine. And you can go to Namron when you're done here. Okay, so we're just grabbing what we can. We'd love to at least connect this up over here, but we are connected via gateways, so it's not that big of a deal. At this point, even if we got no further systems, which isn't going to happen, I would still be happy with the outcome of this. This is still absolutely phenomenal.
Complete.
Cool. So that all looks good. We did finish up additional constructions in Abaddon's domain. That's fine. Our construction ships are being vaguely awkward here. Are you just passing through? No, we have 2 construction ships here. We should move one of them to be, like, out over here. Okay, that'll do for now. Excellent. And we're going to be moving in over here shortly. We just have so many of these that we want to grab, right? The Ubzant are up in Alyssa. Alyssa's actually a better system than Ottoman. So we'll move up over there. We have no way to get up to Ovani for right now. We may have to give that up to the Ubzant. And this is so awkward up here. I wish that the Dasanu would have protected their Elgate a little better. But alas, they did not. Ottoman is now done. And over we head. Fantastic. Yeah, even if we got no further systems, I would be incredibly happy with what's going on here. This is not something that we can deal with. They're probably going to defend that. We can't do anything there right now. We'll think about doing something there eventually. What are these guys doing? They're going to the Hyper Relay. Okay, we'll keep an eye on this fleet. That will be necessary.
They
Kingdom
are
of
assaulting
Yonderim,
our
huh?
spaceport.
Are they fighting the Reconquerors? Yes. Yes, they are. Okay. Just wanted to check that. And the Prethoryn Brood here, heading to the Hyper Relay. I'm going to move our fleet into Orglian here. I don't want to lose the influence from that, so we're going to sell off some of our alloys. There we go. And the question is, what do we grab here next?
Battle is joined.
Ascension's End? Alyssa? Alyssa's the better one, and I feel like it's the more contested one. Battle is joined. What? Where? Were we attacked somewhere? I don't think so. Okay. Well, we're keeping an eye on these guys. Where are they going?
Scientific breakthrough
Are they going here?
achieved.
Yes. So that's fine. The Prethoryn will win this. Easily. And then what's their plan beyond that? Orglion? If they go to Orglion, we will defend it. What's your plan, Prethoryn Scourge? They're going back to the Hyper Relay. So they'd be going one of these directions. Okay. We do have 84 influence right now, so we should definitely grab Alyssa. There we go. Fantastic. So where are they going? Suppose they could go this way. We just finished up some terraformations, and we should definitely get those colonizing. There we go. Fantastic. All 3 of those terraformations are colonizing. Looks good. Yeah, there's these up over here. I like it. Where are you guys going? They keep stopping. Okay. We're going to keep getting these colonizations pretty quickly from here on out. So that'll be good. Completely and totally fine. What is your plan? I don't know what they keep changing where they're going to go, I think. Regardless, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, I expect the Prethoryn Scourge to be virtually eliminated, if not entirely. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Ken2In, James, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Kentogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Unisil, Rogue Corvid, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.